Shalom, my people. I'm glad that y'all came back. Hopefully you watched part 1 and 2, chapter 1 and 2 of the book of Yonah. Now we're going to go and we're going to finish this off with 3 and 4. So, mind you, I'll also be reading this out of the CJB version, which is translated into English. It's very fluid and easy to follow. So whether you have a CJB or you have your KJB, whatever you have, I'm going to be in the book of Yonah, and we're going to be starting off in chapter 3. And I want you guys to really get this visual and play this out, because this is our people, this is our history, and this is the way that the Most High functions for those of us who know and believe in the Most High's word, which is his spirit. All right, y'all, so if you can go with me to chapter 3 of Jonah. The word of Yahweh came to Yonah a second time. Set out for the great city of Nineveh and proclaim to it the message I will give you. So Yonah set out and went to Nineveh as Yahweh has said. Now Nineveh was such a large city that it took 3 days just to cross it. Yonah began his entry into the city and had finished only his first day of proclaiming. Okay, so Yonah's in the city, and this is what he's proclaiming. In 40 days, Nineveh will be overthrown. When the people of Nineveh believed Yah, they proclaimed a fast and put on sackcloth, from the greatest of them to the least. When the news reached the king of Nineveh, he got up from his throne, took off his robe, and put on sackcloth and sat in ashes. He then had this proclamation made throughout Nineveh. By decree of the king and his nobles, no person or animal, herd or flock is to put anything in his mouth. They are neither to eat nor drink water. They must cover with sackcloth both people and animals, and they are to cry out to the Most High Yahweh with all their might. Let each of them turn from his evil ways and from the violence they practice. Who knows? Maybe Yahweh will change his mind, relent, and turn from his fierce anger, and we won't perish. When Yah saw by their deeds that they had turned from their evil way, he relented and did not bring on them the punishment he had threatened. Okay, y'all, let's get into chapter 4. But this was very displeasing to Yonah, and he became angry. He prayed to Yahweh, "Now, Yahweh, didn't I say this would happen when I was still in my own country? That's why I tried to get away to Tarshish ahead of time. I knew you were an Elohim who is merciful and compassionate, slow to anger and rich in grace, and that you relent from inflicting punishment. Therefore, Yahweh, please just take my life away from me. It is better for me to be dead than alive." Damn. Yahweh asks, "Is it right for you to be so angry?" Which is a good question. Yonah left the city and found a place east of the city, where he made himself a shelter and sat down under it, in its shade, to see what would happen to the city. Yahweh Elohim prepared a castor bean plant and made it grow up over Yonah to shade his head and to relieve his discomfort. So Yonah was delighted with the castor bean plant. But at dawn the next day, Yah prepared a worm which attacked the castor bean plant, so it dried up. Then when the sun rose, Yahweh prepared a scorching east wind, and the sun beat down on Yonah's head so hard that he grew faint and begged that he could die, saying, I would be better off dead than alive. Yah asked Jonah, is it right for you to be so angry about the castor being planted? He answered, yes, it's right for me to be so angry that I could die. Yahweh said, you're concerned over the castor bean plant, which cost you no effort. You didn't make it grow. It came up in a night, and it perished in a night. So shouldn't I be concerned about the great city of Nineveh, in which there are more than 120,000 people who don't know their right hand from their left, not to mention all the animals? Bam. So, y'all, let's do a recap on this. When we start off and we go into chapter 3, as you can see, when it starts off, we can see that, guess what? It doesn't seem that Yonah had no issues of making it to Nineveh no more, now that he has heeded to the way of Yahweh. Now he has safe travels. Also, what you guys should take in from it is that if a foreign people and their king can praise Yahweh and change their evil ways, why can't Hebrew Israel? Remember again, this is not Israel. These is the Syrian people. And they took the time to go from their evil ways and to cry out and change their ways and cry out and praise to the Most High. So, hey, if they can do it, hey, I know that we can do it too. It said, yes, and I went over that. Yonah has a peaceful travel to Nineveh. And then also it says, you cannot run from a commandment from Yahweh and get away with it. That is something that I extremely want to put an emphasis on going over this book of Jonah when we're reading this. Is that we read in the beginning, he tried to get on a boat to run from Yahweh. Come on, y'all. We're dealing with an omnipresent spirit. You're not going to run nowhere. You're not going to hide in Miami. You're not going to hide in your closet. You ain't going to hide at your sister's house, underneath a cave. There's nowhere that we as a people can run from the Most High, the Creator. So it would do us some justice and save us some hardship if we listen to the command of the Most High. And then also, if you notice that when we're going through this book of Yonah, is that Yahweh uses animals to help Yonah on his spiritual development. So we can see at first that he used the fish, and then he used the worm with the castor bean plant. And so we can also see in here that the Most High can use a person, and they do not have to be perfect. If an individual doesn't already know that nobody is born perfect, and no one's perfect besides the Most High. The only way that we can somewhat be considered perfect is knowing better and doing better, and being and going with the will of the Most High. So Yonah, it seems as we read through this book of Yonah, we see that Yonah still, guess what? He still has a little bit of an issue of completely obeying the Most High's commandment. because the Most High clearly told him to go to Nineveh. But what did he do? He said, I'm getting on this boat and I'm going to Tarshish. So it's clearly showing that even him as a prophet, he still has some struggles. And then also we see right here that, let's see here, it says, but on chapter 4, when it starts it off, it says, but this was very displeasing to Yonah when Yahweh relented that his punishment that he would bring on them. And he became angry. So he became so angry that he wanted to die. I mean, this is really showing that Yonah had like some real inner issue and problems with Nineveh or the city of Nineveh, because guess what? Us as Israelites and people as the Most High, we should always be rejoicing for people to change their ways and coming over to this Torah and coming to the ways of the Most High. That, and as you read, that's basically what the Most High tells him at the end. He tells him twice, what does he say? Why are you so, is it right for you to be so angry when these people have changed? So this shows up that guess what? The Most High can use a person. He can use you. I know so many people being like, how can he use me? I'm flawed. That's fine. But do you have a heart for the Most High? Can you keep it real with the Most High? And can you try your best to please the Most High? Because guess what? As we are in relationships with people, as an individual, our number one relationship should be with the Creator before it is with any creations. So develop that relationship and that connection with the Creator. And again, I want to restate for you guys that again, we cannot run from a commandment from the Most High. It will save us a bunch of trouble if we listen, because the Most High, I believe the Most High speaks to all of us, and I believe all of us have these moments in our inner being where we know what we should do and what we should not do. So if the Most High is telling you to stay, you need to stay. If the Most High is telling you to go, you need to go. If he's telling you to fix something or speak to somebody or whatever it may be, well, we know he's telling us to keep this Torah, though. That's what we do know. So it's showing you that the Most High is merciful. Not only is he merciful, but he does not play about disobedience, and he's very forgiving. So with that being said, I did not want to make this video too long. I just want to give y'all this visual and also this audio, and I'm going to read through some of these chapters with you guys so you guys become familiar with the Most High's word. And this is not my word. I am just trying to help my people, and that's that want to apply the Most High's ways to clearly see the message and the way of life that the Most High is giving to us. So with that being said, I thank you again. Please, y'all continue to watch my channel, Yahweh Heals 11. Please go onto the YouTube. Please go onto the Podbean to look up Yahweh's Exile Empire. Shout out to the Honorable Robert B. Holman Jr., which is a man that I have learned from that is dear to my heart. Also, Coheen, Sean Appleton. And there's plenty of videos and clips that get you guys, help you guys out with the understanding of the Most High and his word, because it is obeying the Most High's Torah and his ways of life is what is going to give us salvation. Like if y'all watch chapter 1 and 2, it says again, salvation comes from Yahweh. So how do we get saved if a man can't die for another man's sins? We get saved by applying the Most High's ways as best as we can. This is your man, Trey L. I want to thank y'all, my people. I'll I love y'all so much. I'll be coming out with some more videos soon. And I hope that you got something from this video. And I appreciate all you guys. Much love. Shabbat shalom. And peace to you all.